Welcome to Women Talk Construction, where we're sharing stories that are really real and amplifying bold voices and spotlighting incredible people, breaking barriers and doing so many impactful things. And we have a really famous person on our show today.
Woohoo.
And we are so excited, and it will be his second time on our show. And the first time he came on, he was very helpful in helping us figure out our whole podcasting tech
Yes.
behind the
Oh,
scenes.
Jessie.
Yeah, and I have my co-host, Christi Powell, on with me. But before
Hello.
I introduce him anymore, I want to share more. And so he actually gave us even more tips today about how to make our podcast even better and do things that we don't, that make it our lives so much easier. He is thebomb.com. He is also
How old we are
the
from that.
founder of Depth Builder. He is also a partner in the No BS with Jen and Jess
Yes.
every other Saturday, which Christi and I often visit and love.
Yes.
You have to check it out.
Real conversations about what we deal with every day.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes. And then he is also a founder of Learnings and Missteps, the podcast, which really is his story most of the time, talking about failures and how they truly are growth, opportunities to grow, right? All of us see that. Welcome, Jessie, our friend.
Welcome, Jessie.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm stoked to be here a second time. And you already know I love the both of you, the impact that you're having on the industry, the energy you bring all the time. It's a special treat to hang out with y'all again.
Oh,
I just can't wait for you to come back to Greenville. We need
know.
to do another photo shoot as much as I love those.
Yes, I agree.
Aw.
There's been a couple of opportunities for me to go, then they've been delayed. But I will be coming back.
Okay, when you come back, we need to get together.
Yes.
And Angela will make us do a photo shoot. So there's
Yeah.
that. She will make us.
Yeah.
Well, Jennifer would too if she were here. By the way, she's coming in
coming.
April. If you want to come with her, or we're having a
Ooh.
women's event
April
and,
8th.
in
She'll
Charlotte.
be in Charlotte with us. So yeah, you should come.
Yeah,
We could make you the star of that show too.
Uh-oh. I like it. I ain't scared.
He was an excellent MC at the Women Confidence Builders event, by the way.
Yeah, what was that, like a couple years ago?
That was fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and just a little plug for he's also an author. He's a
there's not much
excellent
this guy can't do.
speaker. So if you need a speaker, definitely hire him.
Yeah.
And don't forget, he's the chief mind shifter.
Yes.
That's how he builds strong foundations.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
You know,
let's
We love you,
kick this
Jess.
off.
We love you, Jessie. We're glad you're here. Thank you.
I know.
I'm feeling it. I'm just basking in all the love that y'all are giving me. We're like, don't stop.
Well, we have to stop and we have to start asking questions so that our audience can find out more about you and what you're doing out there now. So on your site, your website, you share that you came up through the field, ditches, job site life, plumbing, journeyman. Before stepping into leadership and training, what was the exact moment you realized I need a better system and so does this industry?
Oh my goodness. That's a deep question. Thank you for into it. You know, there's 2 points. There's two really pivotal moments in terms of like realizing I need a better system. The first one was for me. And I went from installer to foreman, and right when I became a foreman, it's when I realized like, I don't have the skills to do this work, but I'm a hard worker. I know how to get things done. I also know how to threaten and intimidate people. And that's what I did. That's how I got work done. But nobody liked me, right? Like,
I can see that.
Yeah, like it was extremely difficult, but it's all I knew.
Mm-hmm.
And it was eating at me. It was difficult. It was hard. It was always fighting. It was always just in a negative energy all the time. And then it's like, man, I don't I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to have to do it like this. It's got to be a different way. Luckily, I had a boss who pointed out, he's like, Jess, like, you're good at making budget and making schedule, but our clients hate you. People quit on you, right? Like, if you want to continue growing your influence, you're going to have to change the way you do things. And I said, no, you just need to hire better people and get better clients.
I'm not changing.
I'm not changing, right? And he said, okay, if you don't change, you're going to be a great foreman forever. I'm like, good, that's all I want to do. And then he showed me the list of the people on the, what do you call it, the succession plan that were going to be superintendents. And I said, I ain't working for those dummies. Like, there's no way, they're scrubs. And he said, okay, if you don't want them to be your boss, you need to change the way you're leading. And then I was like, okay. And then I get on the list. He's like, yes. He said, but we're going to need to give you some training. So they gave me some, they put me in a whole bunch of leadership training, which was amazing, that helped me better appreciate people. And when that happened, it's not like I wanted to do it, right? I was doing it because I didn't want to be reporting to dummies. But then when I started like applying what I was learning, I was like, oh my God, I have to do this.
Yeah.
This, because I feel better about myself. I'm getting more work done with less energy and friction and pressure. I'm helping my buddies like grow their careers. It totally shifted my mind. So that was the first point. The second point where it was like, okay, I need to help the industry, and I think I can. It was, I worked on for a mechanical contractor for over 20 years on the subcontractor side of the business. And I went to work for a GC. I was there for about 3.5 years, biggest GC in the country. And what I got to see was like, we all have the same problems. Subcontractors, general contractors, the marketing department, HR, right? Estimating, the field, like everybody has the same problems. And I also got, I was fortunate in that I got exposed to a whole bunch of leadership styles as a subcontractor and as, leading and teaching GC teams and subcontractors. And what I got to see was like, okay, there's a very small number of people out there, leaders, decision makers, that are having a much different experience than the rest. Meaning they were performing extremely well. They were delivering, the client satisfaction was up. The people around them were growing and accelerating the job. Like, people didn't hate each other. Things were clicking, things were happening. And the key thing was they had a people-centered focus, like, meaning they created conditions for people to thrive, grow, and develop. And they all, now be clear, because some people think like, well, I don't have time to be kissing up to everybody and patting everybody on the butt. Like, no. Like, if you didn't meet the expectation, it wasn't tolerated, right? Like, if you weren't committed to progressing, you were off the team. But even though that was in place, they also created situations for people to learn and grow. And when I saw that, I'm like, okay, I've been able to see that when I was an installer, a foreman, a superintendent, an office rat, a GC person. I've seen it everywhere. And the key thing in that deal was they spent a lot more time listening than all the other leaders that I worked with. They listened
Interesting.
to understand, and then they put things in place to kind of accelerate the thing. And I said, okay, I can help people with this.
And you just answered half the questions we have on our list, by the way.
Okay.
So you just messed me up. No, you messed Angela up because I can wing it.
Yeah, you messed me up, not her.
I'm a winger.
You can just wing the rest of it, Christi.
But that is so impactful, right? Like, that is life-changing, and that's why you're now, excuse me, the chief mind shifter.
Yes.
So in that same realm, I'm still going to ask this question. You say most leadership training is too generic. Why?
Oh my God. It's too generic. I'm going to say, and this is going to be really arrogant, for two reasons. One is because a lot of the people that are delivering that training are delivering some curriculum that they studied and memorized.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're going to give you frameworks, and they're going to give you rubrics, and they're going to give you best practices, and they're going to give you some vocabulary and talk about situational leadership. You can go to YouTube for that. You don't need to bring in
especially now.
Right? Like, come on. Yeah. And so now that's not to knock the person that's delivering the training. That's just the system that most of us are accustomed to having, right? Let me see all the, all the junk. Oh, that looks really good. Let me bring these people in. And the difference, so that's one thing, right? One is like they're memorizing, they're delivering. Mm-hmm. The other thing is it's rarely contextualized to the audience. Right. Meaning,
the construction industry is a rare audience.
100%.
Exactly.
100%. And so what ends up happening is some people will get it because, they speak the same language, but the majority of the people that are suffering because they got accelerated or promoted without getting the tools and the skill sets to actually lead and develop people and stay healthy, like in their head.
Yeah.
Those people, because of the way the content is developed and the way it's delivered, it misses them. Mm-hmm. And so now you can update your learning and management system that you put people through training. But if it didn't shift their mind, who cares? That's where I stand on that.
No, that's perfect. Perfect answer.
Yeah.
And that's why you're making an impact. And that's why you're the chief mind shifter. Because, and the other thing is too, I don't think they're listening either. Those people that have memorized their program, right? And they're teaching it, they are not listening to the audience because they have an agenda. Yes. And I think that happens a lot too in leadership training.
100%, right? It's like we got 90 minutes and we got to get through these bullet points. Yeah. I got 27 slides and da-da-da-da. It's funny when I'm, working with some of my clients, are like, okay, like how many slides do you have? Like, it's a full day, workshop. And I think I have 12 slides, right? Like for the whole day, 2.5 or half day workshop, I got 6 slides. I don't have a lot of slides because the slides aren't the thing. It's the conversations about the concept.
I was supposed to say that.
Right. Like, and my thing is always like, I always have one rule. And the one rule is no bobbleheads, which means I want you to object. I want you to argue. I want you to call me on this and tell me that's BS so that I can frame it or shape it in a different way or ask the audience to say it in terms that better connect with you as the individual. Mm-hmm. And so that's where the now that style doesn't, some people are put off by it.
They are.
Because it's not, glossy and, super agendized. Yeah. But we're going to wrestle with it. And it makes the connection so that they can at least take one thing, internalize it so that they can go and apply it in the future.
When Christi and I talk, we find the most impactful stuff that happens is in that Q&A time or whenever we're having interactions with 100%. The audience. Mm-hmm. And it sounds like, and I feel like, because I'm a quiet one, Christi is.
No.
Yeah. but I still, those people that are maybe bobbleheads or don't talk are gaining stuff because they're listening, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
some people are like that.
Well, I mean, so
yes.
But yeah, so we totally agree with you on that. But my next question, with our industry, we all know how fast it likes to move, right?
Oh yeah.
Because our clients want that building built quickly. Mm-hmm. So in your work that you do, when companies want to see results in 30 to 60 days, what are the first behaviors that you want leaders to change on a job site?
Oh, I love this. Very and I want to clarify what leader means in Jesse land. So you're not a leader if you got a title. You're not a leader just because you got direct reports.
Amen.
You are a leader if you take on responsibility and you are committed to developing the people in your charge.
Yeah.
If you're doing both of those things, now you're a leader. So to answer the question, the number one behavior, if you're going to bring in a clown like me to help your team, to help your project, if you're the leader and you're not prepared to be present and visible during the experience, you're missing the boat. And so it's very simple. Demonstrate the behaviors you seek, right? A lot of times they'll bring me in and say, 100%. Well, you know, the subcontractors, there's no accountability and they don't make commitments. They, which for me, I interpret as like, there's something you're doing that is
just
signaling
that from happening.
That behavior is okay. And so back to the question, Angela, it's not a direct answer, except that whatever it is we're trying to accomplish, if we're going to be working on communication, you need to be demonstrating these things. If we're going to be working on time management, you need to be applying the principles that we're talking about. And like for the leader, they can get off real easy if they just jump up while I'm delivering the thing and say, hey, this is how I do it. And it may be right, wrong, or indifferent, but this is the way I think about that thing you just talked about. That signals to everybody in the room that this is serious, that even the leader is doing the thing. And so it's that simple, right? Like, if you want to do last planner system, fine. Are you going to be present and engaged in the dirty details, the messy wonkiness of it? If you are, guess what? You're going to have some impact. If you're not, guess what? It's not going to be great. And you're going to blame the stupid consultant that you brought in.
Yeah.
There's a leadership issue there. So that, I don't know, Angela, how far off?
Mic drop.
That was great.
Mic drop.
Mic drop. Well, and let's just add another mic drop. You talk about daily chaos. Perfect place for us to talk about this, right?
Yes.
So the daily chaos can improve by building better systems, right? What's one simple planning or communication habit that consistently creates ROI on teams?
Oh, so ROI on teams.
Other than the boss being in the room.
Yeah. One simple thing is, what is the intended outcome, right? Is there a goal, a daily target? And I'm gonna make it very simple because we like to count things, right? So if everybody on the team has 10 things to get done in a day, the simple thing, which kind of feels like why should I have to do that? Because that's how you win. If everyone on the team has 10 activities to get done on a day, check in at the end of the day to see if they've gotten 10 things done. Right? Because what does that do? That helps people say, ooh, they're going to check, I got to do 10. But more importantly, nobody's going to get all 10 things done. But they're probably going to get 18 things done because construction is construction and there's 8 million things coming at us at the last minute that are super urgent and need to be handled. And so the process of coming together once a day, just with your internal team to say, how are we on those 10 objectives? Well, I didn't hit them. Okay, why not? Because all of these the time bandits, right? All these things that came in that we weren't expecting.
All day long. And
we can learn from that. We learn two things. 10, maybe that's not a healthy target. Maybe we need to lighten it up to 6 or 7. A. B, where are these curveballs, these time bandits? Are they the same people? They usually are. Are they the same situation? They usually are. And when we can start counting them and quantifying them, we can come up with a plan of action to mitigate them, so minimize the impact they have in our daily basis. Because we don't lose production. Rarely is it because we're like lack of focus and lack of intention. We lose production. And I'm talking about like
interruptions,
brain work. It's the interruptions. It is the interruptions that kill production. I don't care if you're installing domestic water pipe overhead or if you're sitting cranking out emails and digging through spreadsheets. It is the interruptions that kill production. So identifying them daily and coming up with a plan to manage them, that'll change the game for you.
So I'm bobbleheading over here for all of you that are not watching it on YouTube. That was another mic drop moment, by the way. Amazing, amazing. And these are the kind of things that if Jesse comes and talks to your team, that's going to make a huge impact on your team. So audience, if you need Jesse, please reach out to him. He'll let you know how to get a hold of him at the end of the show.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And as we wrap up today, we want to thank you for being we're so grateful for you being such a huge supporter of Women Talk Construction in our community and sharing all your wisdom with our listeners. But before you share with our listeners how to get in touch with you, will you share what's the one action that you want our listeners to take action on after they hear about your story on our show today?
Oh my God. Here's the number one thing. Construction professional, I don't care what level you are. You're a laborer, you're an executive, you're a VP. The one thing that you can do that will separate you from everybody else out there in the industry is take the time to go meet somebody that you don't know on the job site. Introduce yourself, learn their name, learn where they're from, and learn what they are enjoying about this job that is different than the last project. Nobody does that. This industry is suffering from a lack of connection. That simple step is a connection action, and it'll transform the way they look at you, the way they appreciate you. And ultimately that relationship will turn into something meaningful that can transform our industry, which we need so desperately.
Yes, we do. Now tell everybody how to get in touch with you.
Yes. So there's two ways. The best way is LinkedIn. If you just type in Jesse Depth Builder, no I, just JESSD Depth Builder. You can find me on LinkedIn. The other way to get a hold of me is on depthbuilder.com. That's my website, and you can get all the crazy things that I do and my socials and all the other stuff. So please hit me up. Or if you're on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube.
He's everywhere.
He is everywhere. And yes,
Jesse, you're such a great impact on our industry. Yeah. We just think you're the greatest. And I wish we could talk for an hour.
Me too.
I love you.
Yeah.
Love
and you. Yeah, thank you for joining us, and thank you everyone else for joining us, and definitely connect with Jesse.
All of you too, all of our listeners.
Yes.
Love it.